Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Pham.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw, Smith.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And some room to work.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
Here's Herbert.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Smith.
That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. Gets past one man. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Smith here, an audible at the line.
Geno now to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now it's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Chargers 0.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards.
Brought down at the 20. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark from 10 yards out.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here's Smith.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
So he shifts past him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And now Smith going to change the play.
Throwing now is Geno.
Throw out wide to Walker.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To the right side and intercepted. picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
Now they'll go with a reverse. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Back at the 27.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence the big plays are out there.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Another Chargers first down.
Running left is Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That's Reek Woolen with a great play to get him for a loss.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers!
Hayden Hurst, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard
line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Out of the gun, Smith. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Now Geno.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
A give for Walker running right.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Smith going to move him around.
Smith off the play fake. They'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
DK Metcalf.
56 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Jason Blair is the kickoff for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
They work now on 2nd and 9. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Edwards now on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Herbert now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 34 yards. And the Chargers will add to their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's 1st and 10. Smith.
He'll buy some time right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the